June 22nd, 8:10 p.m. Different setting, eh? In the backyard, finally. Still can't walk in the backyard that much, but better than nothing. Pretty good day. Pretty solid day. Building momentum, building mindset, building clarity. I also only have like 8% on this phone, low power mode. So I don't think I'm gonna have enough battery for like a 40-minute journal unless I go in there and charge my phone while I journal, which I could do actually. We're just trying to get our steps in though, since we do have like quite a bit of steps left of the day to get done. But yeah, man. So today's our first day home alone, which is very cool. I'm already feeling the calming effects of it, which is very cool to see. But yeah, we just got to do our best to like not go off the rails, because solitude can be a big advantage, but it can also be a big disadvantage. So yeah, let's go over today. I'm going to try not to get in the weeds too much and tangent too much. I'm just going to go over what I did today, some cool thoughts, and end it off. Just try to have a basic journal where I don't have to cover everything. Because if I try to cover like everything, then we're going to be here forever. My phone's going to die. So last night, great job. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Lust is still a pretty fucking big problem right now. Just because stressful things are happening. So there's a lot more stress in my day. It's not the easy times at the moment. Like, we don't know like exactly what to do yet right now. So those are why those times are harder, because the easiest times are when you know exactly what to do and you're certain it'll get to your goal. It's just pure, like, that's the easiest times. That's what I've learned over time, which is cool to know. But yeah, times are hard, and I'll just use it as a stress relief, which has its cons, but it works out and I get my work done. But obviously we don't want to have that habit in the future. But it's not really like it's not a crazy bottleneck, you know. If it gets worse, then it will become a bottleneck, and then I will have to just really actually take it seriously. But it's just kind of something, it's just a little mistake that I make. Well, little mistake is crazy. It's a big mistake I make that I'm just not putting enough value to right now, which for the time being it's okay. But I need to I can't accept it to where I just keep doing it without thought and it becomes a bigger issue, because that's where it becomes a really bad thing. But that's not the way. But yeah, lust has been a huge problem. Last night I lusted. I'll just say I lusted. I'm not going to say jerk off or anything, because I'm tired of saying those words. But last night I lusted. But I did go to sleep on time, very much on time, before 11:45, 100%. So that was cool. We also didn't track our days for like 5 days in a row, which is crazy. But again, we're going to keep it pushing. I'm not going to try to track 5 days of data maybe I will, to get like the basic data, but maybe I just won't track like the data I'm not gonna remember, like my fucking like my mental state, you know. I'm not gonna be able to know that 5 days in the past. But yeah, I haven't tracked in a long time. These are just a couple things, little macro updates for you guys. Just checking my battery. We're still good. Okay. Anyways, I want to sleep on time. I woke up today on time. Morning was really good. Today was the first day that we had a bike during a gym day and a weekday. So today was the first day that we woke up, we packed our stuff. I packed a meal, I packed everything I needed for the day. Like, I really packed everything today. And then, so I packed everything. I don't know when I left the house. I left the house pretty late because I haven't meal prepped or anything, so I'm just doing everything manually for one day, which takes up more time. So I left the house pretty late. I left the house maybe, I think like 8:30 or something. So like 20 minutes later than I was doing it yesterday. Which, by the way, when I left last week, which, by the way, when I left last week, still late. I want, like, ideally, I leave the house at like 7:50 or like 7:45. Ideally. Assuming I meal prep and I don't have to do everything manually. But I left the house. I biked. So I biked to Planet Fitness. That was great. I had my workout, which I did for the second time now, and it went so much more smoothly. I had to record my workouts today, which was kind of weird, but I got it done, and I somehow figured it out, even though, like, I had no clue how I was going to get any camera angles in this, like, weird open gym, Planet Fitness, but I figured it out, so that's cool. Filmed my exercises, tracked my workouts. I am getting stronger. I am actually, like, progressive overloading, I guess. Because, okay, I have one concept to go over, which is really cool, which is, like, the earliest signs of progression, right? The most subtle signs of progression that I could look forward to. I used to think that was a scale. That is, like, the opposite, actually. Because apparently what I learned a couple days ago, like I told you guys before, is that you actually start to look better before the weight moves, which is weird. But it's just body comp, you know? Because weight is such a generic metric that could be dictated by so many different variables. When it comes to looking better and being healthier, weight is, like, not even, like, yeah, it kind of dictates, like, you know, where you're at, but, like, that's not a metric that is that's not the first metric that moves when you're doing the right things, is what I'm trying to say. And so we're progressive overloading. I now believe at the moment that the weight you're lifting, or the weight that, like, assuming you try hard every single day at the gym and you're doing everything you can so that we can just eliminate a variable, right? Just make it simpler on ourselves. If the weight, like, I think the weight you can lift is the first sign of progress that you're still getting healthier and fitter. You know, when you get to 10% body fat, that's a different story, because, you know, like, first of all, you already look good, and second of all, to be leaner, like, I don't think you have to lift more weight at that point. Like, it's just more about little dumbass tweaks that shouldn't even be thinking about. But when it comes to, like, me, who's super fat right now, super heavy, no physique, squishy, like, tub of lard, basically. I know it's kind of harsh on myself, but I'm just giving you guys an idea. Basically, I'm like 30% body fat, okay? So fuck ton of body fat. For a person like me, who's in the deep end and is trying to get to, like, normal aesthetic physique, maybe 15% body fat with a lot of muscle. Like, yeah, I think something as simple as progressive overload is, like, the first metric that indicates you're in the right direction. Because it means you're getting fucking stronger, like, you know? And that means there's no way that being stronger is going to make you look worse. There's just no fucking way. That does not exist, right? So that's what I believe now, is that it's first it's progressive overload, then maybe it's looks, because you actually, like, I don't know, that's at least what I kind of caught from my coach. He didn't tell me that directly, but I'm using my context clues here, where the coach is, like, telling me to, like, look forward to progress photos and all this stuff, but he's telling me to expect to be heavier in a month from now, which that signals to me that I'm literally going to look better before the weight goes down. In fact, the weight will go up. So I think it's the weight you're lifting, the metrics you are getting at the gym, and then after that, it's how you actually look in the mirror, which is good. Like, because that's all we're optimizing for, right? To look better. Like, dude, I'm being so honest. Like, the only requirements for me to make RCC are to look aesthetically good, to be very strong, and to have a very high VO2 max, so I could do marching and do all these visual things with these little muscle groupings and do all these movements accurately time and time again, better than everyone else. All that is strength and endurance. So as long as I am strong, have endurance, and I'm basically just not a fat ass, then I should be good on the physical side of RCC. And for literally all my other goals, the only requirements for me are to just be healthy and look good. Like, those are the only requirements, which is very nice to know, because it makes everything simple. So yeah, that's why the looking good metric is actually good for me, because looking better is basically, like, one of the number one goals. So yeah, metrics in the gym, then how you look in the mirror, which is, like I just explained, it's good for me, and then the last comes the weight. But yeah, that's just my theory. That's what I think. I think it's pretty accurate. I think maybe my coach would agree. I think he would. But yeah, I don't know where the fuck I got in this conversation. I'm at 6%. So I think when I hit 20 minutes of journaling, I'm gonna charge my phone while journaling. Anyways, I got stronger at the gym. That's just a little concept I wanted to break down, which was kind of cool for me to think about. But I biked to the gym. I went to the gym, filmed my workouts. I was lifting more weight, so I was very happy regarding that. I was like, holy shit. But that could just be because I was learning the workouts the first time. But regardless, we're going to try to go up in weight every single week at least, you know? We're going to try to progressively overload every single week. Stairmaster, decent. I've been struggling because I've been doing so much physical activity, you know, like I'm biking to the gym, I'm getting my steps in, I'm doing the coach actually put cardio for every single fucking day now. Before it was only on cardio days, which it's just a lot, you know, it's just a lot. So I don't really care about Stairmaster. I mean, I just aim to get 1,000 steps, but we did our workout, we cleaned up, everything was great, and then we biked to Starbucks. Starbucks was pretty cool, man. Which it's better because now that I'm going to meal prep and do all these things, I'm going to be able to do my workout sooner, which means I'll get to Starbucks like maybe 30 minutes earlier, which means it'll be even more packed. And I'll have a higher chance of sitting next to someone or working with someone. And, you know, maybe we can, you know. Dude, you know what's funny? Jimmy Farley said that people are medicine in a mindset call. And I believe that. Like, just being around other human beings. And my coach said this as well. Being around other beings is like medicine, as long as they're not harmful and like they're not having shitty mindsets, which, you know, if you're just chilling, it doesn't really matter. Like your social connection is better than no social connection, as long as it's not like shitty social connection, which this is like actually my situation right now. I used to have social connection, which would drain my energy rather than give me energy at home with my family. Sometimes it was nice, but most of the time it was just bullshit. And now that they're gone, I actually probably going to have a little bit more energy at home, like during the night and whatever. So Starbucks was pretty cool. It was packed. I found out I don't have to spend $5. I can only spend $3 for a coffee, so that's cool. I actually ate in Starbucks because it was getting empty, so I was like, fuck it, let me just eat like my actual meal prep that I made. And yeah, I worked. I did a lot of work. What I did in the Starbucks is I wrote my Jayu videos, which we'll get to that anyways. I'll get to what I gotta do. But by the way, this is a better journal. This is a more focused journal. I could feel it. 5%. Okay, we gotta keep moving. This thing. We wrote our Jayu videos. We're obviously, I'm never going to record outside of home. I'm just not going to do that. It's just suboptimal. But we wrote our Jayu videos. And then literally after that, like, all we did was work on AI content. And we basically finished our 4th AI video in the Starbucks coffee shop. That included making images and generating everything. We didn't edit, though. We did that at home. Because I wanted to get to this mindset call from Creators Corner. But we basically did like all the work in the AI video, and it came out okay. I'm still just waiting for feedback. I'm so hungry for feedback and like little tips and tricks I can implement right now so I can get my videos even better and just get to that point where I'm making good content and also making my content faster. Dude, honestly, with the AI videos, the main bottleneck is honestly just like how much time it takes to generate images and good videos. Like it just takes so long because there's so many different images to generate, and I like literally spent like probably 30 minutes on just one image today. I was doing work while I was generating because that's why it took so long, because I had like maybe 4 to 5 iterations of it, and like every single time I tried a new iteration it would take like fucking 5 minutes to load. So I just did work during that. But yeah, generations take a long time. But anyways, we got our work done. We biked back home. We got home at 2 p.m. right in time for a Creators Corner mindset call, and I watched the mindset call inside of the bath because I had to take a shit so badly. Today, regarding the hemorrhoid, it was my first day taking a shit without the bath before, and it was not fun. I'm not going. It honestly was not fun. I think today was the first day in a fucking while where I actually kind of felt my hemorrhoid, which was kind of scary. No bleeding though, just like I gotta keep taking baths before shitting because it's just not good for me. I'm not ready for it yet, and my hemorrhoid's still there, you know, just in general it's still there. So I gotta be careful. But yeah, we watched the mindset call in the bathroom. It was a good mindset call, dude. I really need to put time aside to watch these mindset calls again and take notes and actually like make some action steps, because I'm just letting this stuff go by, which there's a lot of good stuff in there that I could take advantage of, which will help me with my mental state. And as we know, like, as long as I'm doing the right things and I'm doing a lot of work and my dopamine is at a decent level and my mental state is clarified as much as time as possible, that just equals progress. Like, that's the formula, is how often can you maintain a grounded mental state no matter what you're going through. Because dude, I've had grounded mental states when Iron Paws let me off, or like when I had the PayPal situation, or whatever. So yeah, I watched the mindset call. So after the mindset call, I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of fucked off, because there was a soccer game and I watched it and it got canceled. And then so what happened, okay, after the mindset call, we recorded. So here was a breaking point, right? This is good data to kind of listen to. Is after the mindset call at 2 p.m. ended at like 3 p.m. I knew I had just a little bit more work to do. I had to make 3 talking head videos. So I recorded the Jayu video, or I recorded 2 Jayu videos, and I recorded 2 KOL videos. And at this point, I'm like really fucking tired for some reason. Probably because I had like a protein shake for lunch at home, which was making me tired as fuck. And so after I recorded those videos, I was like, dude, I really don't want to edit right now. So I basically just fucked off. I went in my bed. I literally lusted, and I watched some YouTube. The good news though is that we went right back to work after that. We watched the soccer game while working. France versus Iraq or some shit. It was pretty cool. They got canceled though because of thunder, like a fucking tornado or some shit. But I watched the soccer game. I edited the KOLs because I gotta tell you guys the tragic thing that happened today that got me stressing a lot today. But we're gonna fucking just forget about it and just keep making more money so we don't have to think about it anymore. But yeah, I made my KOLs first. I edited them and I posted them. So I'm done with KOLs today. I don't think about it anymore today. Okay, after I edited my KOLs and posted them, that's when I really fucked off for like a good, I don't even know, like an hour or 2. I don't even know how long I was in bed. But I lusted again. And then I watched like some bullshit YouTube videos that are not good for my mental health. Like fucking the Fresh and Fit podcast, where, I mean, it's really fucking funny though. The videos are so funny. Just fucking Clavicle or whatever the fuck. I was watching fucking Clavicle, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Not a easy thing to admit. But I was watching those videos. They were pretty fucking funny though, and they're kind of insightful, you know. Because I'm not in the dating market, so it's kind of interesting to hear what these people have to say currently. But yeah, and my phone died, and I was like, fuck, I need to get out of bed and finish the day, and here I am. So yeah, we got out of bed, we did some drumming because we're bored. Did quite a bit of drumming actually today, probably like 30 to an hour. And then I was like, you know what, I still haven't done my steps, so I'm gonna walk out here and do my journal. And that's where we are right now, doing this journal. So that was our day. I mean, pretty productive. We still got some stuff to do. Really quick, let me just cover what I gotta do today, and then we'll talk about what's going on like with our actual life and what's actually important that I really want to mention, because I'm kind of stressed out. Also, I'm gonna go back inside because my phone's at 2%. Okay, let's talk. So let's just go over. Okay, all I gotta do today, guys, is I need to edit and post these 2 jive videos, which are gonna be really quick. By the way, I already posted the jive. Oh, I forgot to mention this in the coffee shop. Before we did any writing or anything, we posted the jive video that we made yesterday, so that was cool. But I'm kind of behind on the jive video, so that's why I made 2 more today. Oh, fuck me, I'm so tired. Oh my god. But yeah, we still gotta edit and post 2 jive videos. So that'll be cool. That'll put us pretty much, that should put us like on time with that stuff. We gotta, so just finish Jayu, and then that'll be all our work. But because I'm so stressed out, if we have some extra time, like maybe it'll be like, I don't know, like 9:30, 9:45, maybe 10, because we still have to eat dinner. So we gotta finish our Jayu, we gotta eat dinner, and then all the extra time I wanna use, I wanna go for another AI video. I'm definitely not gonna finish it today, obviously, but I do wanna get a head start. Maybe I could make like I could do some brainstorming, make like a real iteration to my script, and I don't know if I don't know if I want to make images today, because it'll take a long time, and I think a better thing to do would be some mindset stuff. So I'm thinking, instead of just visualizing or doing anything like that, because I'm just so stressed out, I don't feel like that's gonna work. I think what I need to do is take all this stress and just use it to make a good plan, because I don't have a plan right now. I have like the macro plan, but like, so many variables have changed where my situation is so different now. And we still have to talk about that, but I think I just want to put that energy into just like sitting down, brainstorming, and like figuring out a plan, because when I plan, I typically get a lot of mental clarity, and I'll either be super motivated. It's like, honestly, I've never made a plan and I've been like worse off. I mean, I've been more stressed out, but at least I knew what was going on, you just get clarity. And so when you're in a fucked situation, and you make like a really good plan, either 2 things happen. Number 1, you get really motivated, and that's the good scenario. Like, you get really motivated, you're driven, you're like, fuck, I know exactly what to do. The bad scenario, which actually isn't even that bad, if anything, it could actually be better when it comes to results. Scenario 2, you get full clarity still, but you're stressed the fuck out because you still think you're fucked. But at least you have clarity over why you're fucked. And so if you have a good mindset and you're resilient and you're a black sheep, then you will just like you will just basically work without consent. So it's not pleasurable, but I mean, pleasure does not equal happiness, bro. That's what I realized, bro, is when people like to use the word fun. And I think that word is not good for a lot of context, because it's so generalized. Like, because here's the thing, right? Having sex is fun. Eating food is fun. Making 100K a month is fun. Performing for a crowd is fun. Watching a soccer game is fun, right? People call all that stuff fun. But the thing is that some of those activities are actually good. And actually, the better word would be joy and fulfillment and like happiness, right? But another bunch of those activities that I listed are just pleasure. And they don't lead to happiness, and they're not good for you. So, I mean, this is an obvious concept. I'll just break it down real quick. But like porn, eating, random soccer games. Sorry, football. I don't like the word soccer. Video games, scrolling. Those are pleasure, and they feel good in the moment, and they are like, you could say it's fun in the moment, whatever the fuck you want to say. But they're pleasurable, and they feel good in the moment, but they never make you feel good at the end of the day. Working, progress, etc. is less pleasurable in the moment, but it makes you feel good for the rest of the day or the rest of the week because you have clarity, right? So it's a big fucking difference. And what I'm trying to say here is that, like, when it comes to planning, I'm bringing this back to planning, by the way, the concept of planning, is that, like, One of them, like, okay, the good scenario is just good in all ways, because the good scenario means you're on the right track, you feel good, it's actually pleasurable because you see the progress and you're cashing out on that dopamine, that progress, and you're also going on the right track. So that's a win-win. Now, it's interesting because people like a normal person, if I were to tell them the scenario that like you're going to be more stressed out, then they're going to say that's not fun. It's not true though. Like, it just isn't true, because when you plan and you realize that your situation's fucked, it's less pleasurable in the moment, obviously, because you realize you're fucked and you feel like you're just going to fail. But because like you're so driven and you're going to end up doing the right things, it's actually going to be fun because you're going to be doing only the right things. And before you know it, you're going to be on a good momentum streak and you're going to just have fun after that. Or you're going to experience joy. So it's interesting how that concept breaks. Same with working out. Because here's the thing, right? Here's like the big thing, is that some people believe that... I'm going to go back outside to get more steps in, because I don't think I have enough actually. So. But dude, it's so interesting, bro, because like, take something as simple as the gym. And 50% of the population says that the gym's not fun because it hurts. And the other percent of the population, they say it hurts, or like people look at them and they feel insecure or whatever. And they get hurt, whatever the fuck, you know? Or they feel tired and they feel bad at the end of the day and their body hurts, like, insert reason, right? And then the other half of the population thinks that the gym is fun. And it's like, why do people have different definitions of fun? It's because their perspective is hinging, like, their perspective of fun is hinging on the two branches of like pleasure versus happiness. And so the people that think the gym isn't fun is because they equate fun to pleasure, right? How does it feel in the moment, the instant gratification? And then the other half of the people equate fun, they associate fun with the overall benefit. So like, yeah, for someone who thinks the gym is fun, they like the burn. Not because they think the burn feels good. Dude, the burn doesn't feel good to anyone, bro. Like, at the end of the day, it's lactic acid in our body. It doesn't fucking feel good, you know? And, you know, lactic acid is actually, you know, objectively, it's a survival mechanism so that we don't hurt ourselves, right? Or else it wouldn't hurt. It's our body trying to tell us something. So there's no way you can try to argue that, oh, it, like, actually the acid like feels good, it's pleasurable. No, it's not. It hurts, right? It burns. But the reason why people perceive it as fun is because they associate that objective pain, discomfort, if you will, to clarity, which can equal progress, their goals. Like, when people have a crazy workout and they're hurting so bad, they're not thinking about the pain. They're thinking about like, how much stronger am I going to become? And so that's not pleasure, because it's not pleasurable, right? Like, you don't feel, there's no, well, actually there is dopamine actually being, okay, I was kind of wrong. Like, there is dopamine being released in the body when you work out, but like, I'm talking about like the pure like pain aspect. Just to make it simpler, right? But yeah, it's not pleasurable because your body, like, literally, like, your body is in actual pain. You know, it's a survival mechanism. It's like saying you like cutting yourself. Like, no one likes cutting themselves. But the reason why people might use this umbrella term fun for that activity is because they're not using the fun to define how it feels in the moment. They're using the fun to define like the experience of like having a workout and then feeling like you accomplished something. And then the next day you feel better and your whole week feels better. And then, you know, over a month you look better. And that's like the ultimate like dopamine, right? Because you made progress. And so this word fun kind of, it's funny because this word fun kind of like, it's kind of like an umbrella term for two different types of people. People who seek pleasure and people who seek actual happiness. And so it's no wonder why some people have these arguments and they have like these confusions of like, I don't know why he considers that fun, you know? Like, some people don't get why skydivers have fun. Some people don't understand how people could have fun and work all day. And some people don't understand how people can have fun by going to the club. Like, because it's just not a good word to use. Like, it doesn't actually define what you're talking about. Better words, in my opinion, are pleasure and joy, because those actually define like specific things. Like pleasure is, I'm not gonna get into it. You guys get the fucking point. That was a cool concept that I just kind of realized. But so yeah, back to, that was a crazy rabbit hole, by the way. But what we were actually talking about that's actually important for the journal is yeah, we're just gonna finish our Jai videos. We're gonna have dinner, and then we're gonna aim tonight to just at least get the new AI script going, a script that I'm like really confident in, so that we can at least have that done, so we don't feel too overwhelmed tomorrow, and like so we're actually just getting more work done today, because I'm so stressed out. And then the reason I don't want to make the images today is because it's gonna be way too late, and I want to save some time to plan, which then I went into that massive rabbit hole about planning and the word fun, whatever the fuck. Okay, so time to talk about like what actually happened today, like the big events for today. The positives, first of all, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get paid. Actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure this will cancel the video if I scroll down. Wait, actually, let me check on my computer. I'm pretty sure I just made my daily $150, which is cool. Let me just check that real quick. I'm pretty sure I did. I just got a message from Crypto Adam. Let's see what he says. Dude, if like some more bullshit happens, I'm gonna tweak out, because enough bullshit. Yep, he sent it. What a fucking G. Would you look at that? Yeah, so we made our daily 150. Back outside. Jesus Christ. Positives, we made our daily 150. We went to Starbucks and it was a better experience. We had a great workout today. We're eating perfectly today so far. I don't see how we can really fuck it up. There is some ice cream I want to try, but it's not even that much. And yeah, we just have, actually we don't have a ton of calories actually left today, so we got to be careful. But no, we got our work done. We got an AI video out. We also went to a mindset call. So those are the wins for today. All beneficial things for us. Let's talk about the bad things. So we'll start off with the simple bad things. Well, number one, we lusted multiple times today. So we got to be careful, man, because like I do see the mental shift that happens pretty much instantly when you go without lusting versus when you break it. So I can't do that like more, I gotta chill out. So we lusted today. That was a big loss today. Haven't tracked several days, which is a pretty big loss. What else? Let's talk about the big thing today. So guys, what happened? This is so annoying, but we just gotta keep fucking working, and knowing that like, when it comes to like our life debt, like we're gonna have to pay it anyways. So like, why not? Like, it's gonna happen later, so it's just math, But okay. So when I'm buying this drum, okay, first of all, I don't know why, but these guys just take a long time to like charge your card. And so instead of just buying the drum like online 2 days ago and just having my card charged and forgetting about it, I called the guys and they're like, we don't even know if it's in stock. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, why do you have it listed or whatever? I didn't understand that. But they were basically telling me to just wait and to let my card be charged. So what I did is I put basically all my money into my checking account for Capital One, and I was just gonna wait until like Wednesday for them to charge the card. And if they didn't charge the card, I would move my savings or something to protect it, and like call them up and see like what the fuck's going on. Do you guys even have the drum? Whatever. Do I gotta buy from someone else? Holy shit, that scared the fuck out of me. And what actually happened was, oh my god. This happened this morning, by the way, bro. Like, this happened before I fucking journaled today. Oh, I forgot to mention that I journaled. I had a good journal. I actually made the improvements with the journal today. I actually just journaled for like 5-10 minutes, and then I actually went back on like I thought was like my most important thoughts, and I kind of asked myself why I thought those thoughts, and I kind of got some level of clarity, even though it wasn't fun because I still felt in a bad position. Let me get to the point though already. Oh my God. So this morning I had, $1,700 in my checking account. And then I go to check if like these guys billed me because I'm excited to buy this drum, bro. I want to buy this fucking drum. I check my checking account and there's $500 in there instead of 1,700. And my heart kind of drops because I know that if it was the drum company, it would be at $0 because the drum is like 1,700. And so I'm like, oh my God, 500. And I was like gently curious. I was like, wait, what? What charged me? Bro, it was fan bases. So if you don't know, I had a fan basis dispute last year, by the way. Last fucking year, okay? I had a fan basis dispute last year in like August when I was at Owen's house. Because I literally closed these guys. I literally did service for them. And they just didn't like want to be like, they didn't want to do the onboarding. And like I was literally getting them so many replies and shit with the database reactivation. I haven't said that word in so long. Database reactivation, holy shit. And I was actually like doing a good service for them, and like they just didn't want to do it. And then they literally filed the fucking dispute because I just gave up on them and they gave up on themselves. It could have been so much worse though, honestly. So what happened is I just lost like 1K. I just lost 1K because you know what's funny is I would be like actually I would be kind of happy if it was in my financial plan to pay this off, but it wasn't. Like I was planning to just forget about it. So that happened. We just lost $1,000 and I don't even have money to pay for the drum. I only have money to pay for the drum right now just because I got paid $150. So we're gonna be a little bit of a dumbass. We're gonna still buy this drum because we kind of have to. If we don't buy this drum right now, we pretty much just gave up on our RCC dreams, which I don't know about you, but I never want to have a period in my life where I could say that I gave up on my dreams. Like, even if it's a small dream, even if it's just a 6-month goal, like I never want to just quit. Like that would be so bad for my identity. So I'm still going to buy the drum and we're going to make a lot of money too. I'm like really just like, I'm banking on this AI shit, dude, because I have the fucking power. There is no reason I cannot make it for AI. I just know that I'm that fucking guy. So yeah, that was that. So we just lost 1K. Does not feel good at all, but we still have enough money actually. I don't know how, but we do, because we still had $500 in the account, number one, and number two, I had 1,100 sitting in my Phantom wallet, which was amazing. Such perfect timing, dude. And so I put that in my checking account again. If something else debits me, I'm gonna crash out, but there's nothing else I could think of, because PayPal can't debit me, fucking Stripe cannot debit me, nothing can possibly debit me right now. So yeah, like literally nothing could debit me. Maybe Shopify, but I don't think so, honestly. I really don't think so. I don't think so. Because like my account is like literally closed, so I don't know how they could do it. But I mean, at least I'm not gonna be banned off fan bases. At least we kind of like low-key restored our relationship with fan bases. But yeah, that sucked. So we just lost a bunch of money. But so I have 1,600 in there. I gotta transfer this 150, and hopefully I'm either not too late or something, and hopefully these drum company, whatever the fuck, they can just debit my card, ship my drum, and I can have my drum for a good 2.5 weeks. Probably like less, actually. Probably like almost a little bit more than 2 weeks. I don't know, 2.5 weeks if they debit it tomorrow or some shit. If dude, oh my god, if these guys just don't have it in stock and they just make me wait, like, bro, I'm gonna like crash the fuck out. I'm gonna like really crash out. But yeah, so that's what happened. And then I have one more piece of bad news, but this is just my perception. Like this isn't even bad news, but this is just like whatever. So today I did my my weigh-in and I did my progress photos, and I think I just looked fatter in my progress photos than I did before. But I could see on my back like some muscles were popping out. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna forget about it. I'm not gonna care too much about the progress photos for one day. You know, I'm not gonna care about it for now. I'm just gonna listen to my coach. I trust my coach with my fucking life, dude. I'm just gonna do whatever he says. And I don't think there's a way I fail, because I'm not even trying to do anything crazy. I'm trying to just lose some weight, and I'm like 30% body fat. So there's just no way we don't get there, but I just gotta be patient. But yeah, it's interesting, man, because in the beginning of April, I made this plan, and I was like, dude, all I gotta do is lose like 2 pounds of fat per week, or like no, not even fat, just like weight. And I just didn't know anything about fitness. It's kind of interesting how that works, right? How much, like, oh my God, this whole 4-month plan is such good data on how much you don't know what you're doing when you plan, because you just have so many different things that happen. You get smarter, you learn that you're wrong, you know? Like, dude, it's like late June. It's late June. I thought I was gonna be like 200 pounds by now. I'm 217, dude. I literally like gained 2 pounds, but I'm actually on the right track. You'd never would guess that. Like, just insane. And I never thought I was gonna have to pay money for a fitness coach or anything, which here we are, you know? So it's just crazy how much plans change over time, because you don't know what you're gonna become. Anyways, dude, I'm getting so like lightheaded because I haven't ate yet. I'm so fucking hungry. So we weighed more, and our progress photos didn't look too good. But I'm lifting more, so that's a win. And yeah, guys, that was our day. We went over what we did today, what we got to do still, the wins and the losses. So just to recap this entire journal, because this journal is fucking long. Dude, I said I was going to talk for too long, and then I talked for 40 minutes. I love myself. Yeah, man, I'm very stressed out, but in a good way. I'm not defeated at all. I have so much optimism still. I'm just the most resilient person you could possibly meet. And like, now I kind of have something to fight for, you know? Because if I was going through this shit by myself, I would just feel like super uncertain and like lost, and like, this is like the benefits of a coach, guys. Like, they're showing up right now, the benefits of a coach. Because if I was going through this shit by myself, I would fucking lose my shit, bro. I would just lose it. I would lose my shit, because I'm not in a good financial situation, surprisingly, because this is the month I've made the most amount of money, but it's also the month I've spent like way more money than I've ever had in my life. Like, dude, just to remind you guys, we spent $800 on a mastermind that we booked for August. We spent $1,000 so far on a fitness coach. We just got debited $1,000 from fan bases. We're spending $1,700 for a drum. We're about to spend another $500 for a harness, or $300 to $500 when we make some more money. And we spent like 400-ish on like AI software for a month subscription. I spent well over 100 on Ubers, probably actually 200. I spent money on groceries. We spent so much money this month. I need to actually analyze my spending and realize why I spent so much this month, because it's a lot. But I think I'm just like really investing in myself, and it caught me off guard, because I would have thought that if I make $5,000 profit in a month, I'm gonna be fine. But no, we spent all that money, bro. Now, granted, not to mention, we got scammed for $630 fucking dollars, which actually would have been really helpful right now. So it's insane how much money got taken out of my account today, or this month. Because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like $1,600 would have been in my, like, an extra $1,600 would have been in my account if Fanbases didn't debit me and if I didn't get scammed. And that's a good chunk of money, bro. With that money, I could have bought the drum, I could have bought the harness, and I could have paid for taxes. Like, dude, I could have paid for lessons, like all that shit. So this actually motivates me because I realize that, dude, literally if I have like a viral video or some shit and I get like 4K commission, like that'll pay for so much shit. Especially like, since I'm not gonna march RCC, right? I'm not gonna do the full thing. I'm just not. Like, it's just too much of a fucking, it's too much time, too much money, brain energy. Like, it's just not worth it. I low-key kind of gave up on that because I don't even think it's worth it. Like, it's just not worth it. As long as I'm fit, I have connections, I have respect in the community, and I have good hands, I could do my Quadology fucking mission. I don't have to do a whole season of RCC. That's ridiculous, man. You know? That kind of like, actually, I gotta just like write that off of my goals because I don't want to do that. Like, I just don't. Because the fact that I like was telling myself that I wanted to march RCC, I was like demanding myself to like save up like 15 grand with a car and all that shit by like September. And I realized I don't have to do any of that stuff. Like, if I just want to make RCC, all I gotta do is lose some fucking weight, buy this drum and the harness. It'll suck, but whatever. We gotta buy the drum and the harness. We gotta buy some lessons, buy some visual lessons, buy a flight and audition, and like we're good, and pay off our debt. I could do literally all of that with like, what, like 6K? Like, ridiculous. Yeah, like literally like it's ridiculous. So I'm kind of like getting actually mental clarity just by journaling because I'm just talking about everything. Which, dude, I really just got to sit down, put my brain to a Google Doc and just like fucking map this out because I bet I'll feel so much better. But yeah, it's just insane how much money we spent this month. Like we probably spent like actually like probably 4 to 5K. Like, but I'm like, it's not a good thing, but I'm also like kind of proud of it because, you know, I'm kind of a dumbass, so I did lose a lot of money for no reason, like the fan basis and the scam and whatever. And like, yeah, it's not good, but I'm also really proud of myself because I'm like actually investing in myself. And I know that if you just invest so much in yourself, like, it's very hard to lose. I bought a fitness coach. The probability that I lose weight and actually get my physique goes up by like fucking 500%. Like, probably more actually. It probably goes up by more than I could fathom. I just been with him for only 2 weeks. So, and we're already like learning shit. We're already changing our mindset. We already have this whole new frame that we're operating with, and it's gonna be great. But look, we bought a fitness coach. We're gonna buy a drum, and that'll be good for Quadology, and that'll be good for auditioning. I'm about to buy lessons for when I feel ready for them. Probably like July, August. That'll increase the chance that we make RCC, and all. It's like, it's just, I love investing, and we're buying the best AI subscriptions so we can actually make good videos. It's just like, it is losing a lot of money, but the ROI is going to be crazy. And I'm so happy that I met Owen and that Owen is my friend for so long, because I wouldn't have gotten this mindset without him. Like, literally, it's actually insane, because this whole me investing in myself and me being on this trajectory is actually because of my conversation with Owen, which it all started with me being a penny pincher. And then I bought the $630 Hermosi bundle, and then I booked a flight with Owen, and then I paid money on ads, and it was great. And then after that, like, that transferred into me paying for Creators Corner, and then from there, like, well, it's kind of just money farming from there because I didn't really have to spend any money. But now it's transferred to AI and fitness. Like, it's just insane how far we come. But okay. I'm gonna end this journal. We got some work to do. It's already 9 p.m. So we kind of, yeah, we low-key just like spent 50 minutes talking. That's a big chunk of time. But yeah, it was a very well spent chunk of time. So see you guys later. I got some shit to do. Goodbye.